Hello everyone, this is Priyanka. Welcome to my channel Priyanka's IT School. Today I'm going to start with Selenium series, and this is the first video I'm going to share just to do some setup. I'm going to cover most of the scenarios with this particular series. Already one video I have already shared, like how you can set up Selenium WebDriver on multiple browser. Now again I'm going to explain the same process, but for different browser I will be showing you the same step, right? So for Java also you can refer this Java tutorials, whatever I have shared so far on the YouTube channel, you can just refer that. Now today, let me start with again Selenium WebDriver. So guys, first of all, what is Selenium WebDriver? We have also covered this information or this entire basic theoretical concept. As I told you, Selenium WebDriver, it is an interface, okay? So why and what is the purpose of this interface? Basically, this is a particular library. This is a API, WebDriver. It is an API through which you guys are able to communicate with the help of, with the browser, and we can automate, any web application. So what is the concept? Selenium developer has implemented this library file, okay, to automate the web application. So basically, if you write a JavaScript, normal Java code, this script will not able to communicate directly with the browser. So browser is here, and I want to open any application inside a browser. I want to automate this application. Then for automation purpose, we require Selenium WebDriver interface. With the help of the Selenium WebDriver interface, we can pass a request to the browser, and then through the browser, we will able to see that particular result. So this is a basic architecture we have covered. In fact, for Selenium WebDriver, we have also covered the architecture. That means total 4 important component, right? So this I have already explained in my previous video. Just go and check, right? So today, let me again explain you the entire process. So guys, basically, we just required first library. How you can download that library, how you can set up a project or that particular, library into the Eclipse project, and how exactly you guys are able to write a code. Just understand one more time. So the first step, what is Selenium WebDriver? Just let me define this information first. One more time I'm writing the entire steps. Please observe. I will say Selenium WebDriver is an interface, correct? Technically, it is developed as an interface only. Or you can just define Selenium WebDriver is an API for Web UI automation testing. Now guys, the first step. This is your Selenium WebDriver. So technically they have designed this interface, all the classes, every method, everything is available inside this interface. But we have to set up Selenium WebDriver into Eclipse. Guys, there are 2 ways. Selenium setup or WebDriver setup you can do in 2 ways. So let me just define setup ways. There are 2 ways to define this Selenium setup. First, I can say using Java project. And second way, it is what all about using Maven project. Now let me show you what is Java project. So using Java project, you just need to start with creation of new project. So using Java, what are the steps? Please understand. I will say first step, you have to create a new Java project. So let me write a step, create new Java project. Hardly few minutes steps and you guys are ready to create a test case. What is the second step? Obviously, we just require that, library to download Selenium library or Selenium WebDriver library, I can say, right? So this library, it is actually called a client library, remember. So we are going to use which particular language? Obviously Java. Through Java, we are going to perform this automation part. So I will be showing you how you guys are going to download the Selenium library. The process is very simple. Go to the browser. Onto the browser, just search for Selenium official website. Just write Selenium Dev website. And when you just go to this, www.selenium.dev, open it. See, you are getting 3 different component information which are available in the market: Selenium WebDriver, ID, and Grid. So guys, where to download that library? You can directly go to the download section, click on download section. Here you can see that latest stable version is available. So just click on that latest version and then you will get one jar file available here. This is your Selenium server jar file. What to do? You can keep the jar file somewhere in your folder, whatever folder you want to store. So I have already created one folder. You can just observe, or let's say anywhere you can create a folder. Currently, let me go to this particular C drive. Okay, and inside a C drive, inside Selenium requirement, I'm going to save inside this YouTube, or let me just create another folder. Just a minute. Let me create a new folder here. Okay, so this is all about the driver. Done, or driver for YouTube. So let me just write a simple name. Whatever name it is, you can just define. And now inside this folder, I will be storing my files. So where is my folder? It is available here, driver YouTube. Let me save, right? So what we have to do, we have to go to the download sections and this file we have to save one more time. Let me follow the same step. I will go to first download section. Okay. So inside a download, you can see the file is available here. Just cut this file from here and go to C drive, and then the same process you have to follow, right? Find out the location and here you can save it. So guys, Selenium server jar file is available here. How to add it? Yes, go to the project. Yes, we have to first create a project. Let me first create a Java project. Go to file, go to new and create a Java project. You can provide any name. Suppose I'm giving a name, Selenium 4 version we are learning. So Selenium 4 automation. Let me just write Selenium 4 automation. Then select your environment, guys. Basically, I'm using JDK 8. So I'm going to select my environment. Do not create any module information. Just go to next. Then you can see the project is ready, right? Under this project, we have to add this library first, because without library, you are not able to import any classes from that particular Selenium library. So example, if I want to prepare a test case, obviously I can write in this way. Just create a package first. Suppose I'm creating again web testing package. And under web testing package, I'm going to create a class. Just observe. This is my first test case. So let me just write first test case. I'm creating main method also. And obviously in Selenium hierarchy, we are having a parent interface that is a search context. Then we are having WebDriver as a parent interface. So from the WebDriver, if you want to access every method if you want to follow, then we have to write here simple scenario. We can just write here WebDriver, driver, right? That is a reference variable. WebDriver is what? WebDriver, it is an interface. Guys, the rule for interface are very common. Whenever any interface is there, you guys are not able to create any object for interface because interface is not fully implemented class. Correct? So just refer interface topic or interface video so that you will understand the concept of interface. Interface is a very special class which can have only static and final data, and all the methods will be public. All the methods are public and abstract method. So you can just declare WebDriver as an interface, driver as a reference variable. Here you can add new, and then you can add what? Obviously the class file. As I told you, there are, for every browser, Selenium developer has defined some class file. If you want to launch a Chrome browser, you can use Chrome driver as a class file. But these classes are actually implemented by whom? Selenium developers, correct? So if you try to import it through Java, this will not be possible, guys. You cannot import it from the Java. So for this, first of all, you have to do what? You have to download that Selenium library. So that part we have already covered. Now the next step, you have to set up, do some setup. Let me write setup library. Okay, library to project. How to do this? The beautiful steps are available. You have to just right click on project. Okay, right click on project. Then you can go to the option which is called build path. Under build path option, you will get one more option, that is configure build path. See this? Then under configure build path, you have to go to the library section. Yes, there is one window open, and here you can just go to the library session or libraries option. Under libraries, that particular window or option, you will get one option, add external jar. And in this, you can add your jar file. So let me just show you. What I'll do, I'll right click on project, correct? Go to build path, go to configure build path. And then here you can just go to the library. See, whenever you're using JDK8, you will get only one option. Directly, this option is visible where you can add a jar file. But if you're using any JDK like other than JDK8, definitely you will get two options, module path and class path. Select class path and just add your external jar here. Okay. Let me select now. So I will go to the desktop. No, here inside a C drive, right? I have stored my document or that jar file inside a C drive. So let me select from that. This is a driver, and yes, I'm going to select the jar file. That's it. Just to apply and close. Once the file got added, you guys are able to see under reference library. So basically this is the Selenium server, correct? And then you can import these classes from Selenium package. Please remember this package name also. People will ask you at the time of interview, import WebDriver from which package? org.openqa.selenium. And same Chrome driver class you can import from .openqa.selenium.chrome, this package. Remember, WebDriver, it is an interface, but Chrome driver, it is an class. So this is a relation, this scenario I have written, that is called parent reference and the child object, so that we can call everything from the parent only. Remember. But only one line is sufficient to launch my browser? No. Guys, the one more point. If you remember, as per the Selenium structure, what we required? First component that we required, client library. Correct? After client library, what we required? See the protocol for communication. So if you remember, Selenium 4 uses what? W3C protocol. Third point is what? The very important drivers. For every real browser, the fourth component is real browser. Whatever real browser you are using on your system, for real browser, you have to download driver also. So why driver? See guys, for a security purpose, we are not going to automate applications through the real browser. Suppose I'm having Chrome, I'm having Firefox. So I'm not going to run my application, run my script directly through the real. What you guys need to do? Write a script, pass this request to the driver. Driver what? Who is a driver? See, driver will be provided by the real browsers only. That means vendor of a real browser, they will provide you a driver file. So whatever code you want to automate, whatever script you want to run, the script request you can pass to the driver. Driver will pass that request to the real browser, and then through the real browser, the driver get the response and driver will execute the same scenario or same script, whatever you have written. The process is very simple. Okay. So just to maintain a security at this real browser level, vendors has implemented this driver file for you. So you have to download it separately. Okay. We have downloaded client library also, but now we have to download driver files also. When you download driver file, obviously one more point we have to do. We have to ask our system to run a test case not from real browser. Run test case through this driver file. So we have to set up some system properties, correct? System properties, to ask a system to set up some properties to the system to run a test case through the driver, not from real browser. So the steps are, just observe. After this step, what I'm going to do, the fourth step that we have to perform, that is download. Okay, download drivers. Okay, drivers as per obviously browser, whatever browser you are using. Now the next point, as per the browsers, let me write. The next point is also important. Setup drivers or setup driver to system. Okay, so that we can execute our test case. And to do this setup, basically we are using which class? Guys, whatever task you just need to perform with the help of system, you can use here system class. So always remember, I'm going to use system class. And in the system class, there is one method available, See, there are actually two things we can do with a system class. Either you can get some property from the system or you can set some property to the system. Whenever you want to get something, at that time, you can use directly get property method. Whenever you just need to set something, then you can use set property method. So I'm just going to show you how exactly we can use set property method. Set property requires two values. One is key, another one is value. So system class and set property basically or technically we are going to follow to set up a server. Remember. So guys, what I can do? Obviously, we require driver file first. So how to download a driver? Go to browser, same application, same site, official website of Selenium. Then you can scroll down the page and somewhere here you will get this option. Platform supported by Selenium. See the browsers and operating system. Go to the browser. All the browsers supported you are able to see here. Now, whatever browser you want to automate or you want to automate a test case with whatever browser, just go to the documentation. So guys, I'm going to show you with the Chrome. So first I need to go to this Chrome documentation. One more point, see you are able to see some versions are available here, right? But you have to check which version is available on your system or your real browser. So let me check that. If I click here, if I go to the help section, see you are getting about Google Chrome. See on my system, I'm using 106 version and somewhere it is written at like 119. So let me go to the same site. Here the version is different, right? 106 and 61. But you can see, if you go to this link downloads, they have clearly mentioned that if you are using 107 version, you can use this driver. If anybody is using 106, yes, you can use this particular driver. If anyone is using 105, use this driver. So follow the instruction, guys. Now on my machine, I'm using this one, 106 version. So I can use this driver, right? Just click and what will happen? You will get this page. From this page, you can check, okay, whatever operating system you are using, accordingly, you can download a file. Say I'm using Windows. So I can go to this option directly. For Windows 32-bit, 64-bit, same option is available. So click. Once you click, one zip file get downloaded. Now one more point. I will go to the download section first. I will cut this zip file from here. Again, I will come back to the C drive and my driver folder. See, and here I'm going to save it. But guys, what to do? Right click. This is a zip folder, right? So you have to right click and then go to this option and just extract here. See the driver you are getting. Got it? Now I don't require this zip folder, right? So I'm going to delete it. Just observe. This driver I just want to set up. Today I'm going to show you two different ways to set up this driver to your project. Actually, people are facing some issues that students are asking me to, like they are not able to set up a proper path. So guys, first process, whenever you are having that Chrome driver, that particular, I can say the driver file. First thing, you can just right click and you can copy the path. But see, directly by clicking on right click and copying the path, this will not help you. So what to do? Select the driver file, press shift from the keyboard and then you can right click. Once you press shift and right click, what will happen? One more time, see, shift and right click, you will get this option, copy as a path. Once you do this, copy as a path, okay, you can see shift, control and C they have given. So directly do the task, shift and right click. You will get this option, copy as a path. Copy it and then you can use it here. But as I told you, how you can use it? Very first, to launch a browser, two things you require. One is a key, one is a value. So currently I'm having a value, okay? So what is the value? Value is nothing but this path. So my Chrome driver file, it is available at this location. But what is key? And what if tomorrow, if you don't know which key to be followed? No problem at all. Just write this statement and you can run and see that you will get one exception where the key, it is already maintained, okay? Or already you will get that. See that. If you run this test case, this time you will get illegal state exception. Just observe. Here I'm getting, one more time, let me show you. illegal state exception. And if you just see path to the driver executable must be set by whom? See the key. WebDriver.chrome.driver system property. So they have already written this particular message to you. So key you will get from the console directly. And this key is very, very simple to remember also. Correct? So what to do? We can directly write here system. System is a class. See, when you apply dot operator, you guys are able to see multiple method which is provided by system class. But currently I have to set my Chrome driver path and the key so that I can launch Chrome browser. So I'm going to use here what? Which method? System.setProperty method. So set property method which will read two different parameter. One you have to pass key, another parameter is what? Value. So just pass here a key. What is a key? See, I'm going to write WebDriver.chrome.driver. Everything should be in small letter. Okay. Then value. Value means what? The path of a driver file. So guys, see the first process. So I have just now copied this path now. So let me use the same path now. I will one more time copy this path from Notepad and I will paste it here. Done. This is a path you can follow to open your which browser? Chrome browser. So very first, why we need to open a Chrome browser? Because whenever you want to automate any web application, first step is open browser and then you can open application. So this is my first step to, record a script that open command, or I will say open browser. So I can say to launch browser. Okay, we have to write these two statements whenever you are writing this code through the Java project. Because in Maven, we can use one more beautiful library. With the help of that, you guys are automatically able to set up this driver file. So that part I will be covering in Maven session. Okay. So just follow the step. What will happen? See this beauty. If you right click and if you run, this time it will definitely set the browser driver and see, you guys are able to see the browser. Now this is not a real one. This is a dummy browser. Okay, we have passed a request to the driver file. So see my driver is executing here. And see what the message I'm getting. Chrome is being controlled by automated test software. Are you getting my point? So that means I'm able to successfully launch my browser. And see whatever you can see in the console, these are not error messages. Please remember these are just a log. Okay. So I'm getting my browser version and some other details, right, for my driver. With the message, Chrome driver was started successfully. So this is a one technique to set up a browser path or the driver path, okay, to launch a browser. But guys, what happens? People are facing some issue. So let me show you one more technique. See, if the driver file path you are not able to capture properly, what you can do, you can set or you can save this entire that Chrome driver file inside your project. Okay. So there is a one more technique. I will right click on my project. I will go to the new and I will create a folder here. Everybody observe. Let me just give a name of my folder. It is just a drivers. Okay. Under this driver folder, I can save the file. How you can save a file? Just observe. Right click on drivers, go to the properties. Then here you can use this option which will show you the path of this driver folder inside your system. It will locate that, right? Click. See, I'm getting that driver folder is just now created at this particular position. Okay. So what I can do? I can just again one more time I can just go to the C drive. I can just go to the particular folder and I will just copy this folder or that particular driver from here. And then again, I will come back to my position here. Correct? And inside the drivers, we can save that. Can you see I have saved Chrome driver here? Done. Now guys, again you can close this window and just refresh the driver folder. Can you see? One file got attached in the driver folder. So I'm getting Chrome driver.exe. But again, how you can set up a path? So this time if you right click on this file, simple, if you go to the properties, this path you can set up. But again, please observe, such a huge path it is, right? So already my file is available in the driver folder. Under that, I'm getting that file. But I have to set I have to write all this path. Yes, it is following project, right? Because driver is available inside a project. See, if I just copy this much of path, let's see what will happen. If I copy this much of path and if I try to again write a script, let me just directly to copy paste to show you. Let me just comment the previous, code. Okay, let me comment it. Now what I'm going to do, here I'm going to set up a path, and suppose this time if I write this path only from driver. Okay, just a minute, let me copy one more time. Go to that properties and let me just copy this much. Okay, and this time if I follow the same path here, what will happen? Okay, just a minute, it is not copied properly. So let me go one more time into properties, then again capture this entire path, copy, and then I will come to here, and instead of writing this previous path, I will paste it. Done. But see, if you write only this much, no, this is also not valid. Again, you will see that exception. Just observe. What you are getting? Again, illegal state exception. See the line number 15, you are getting this exception. And see illegal state exception. What it is asking to you? It is asking, okay, path of the driver must be executed, must be exist at this location. So this time it is saying that no, the path is not available properly, right? The driver is not available at this location. See why it is so? Because I have written incomplete path. So this driver folder, it is available in my project. So now this is a tricky part. See how you can capture path from the project. Let's see. One more point to capture complete path. Okay, complete path of project. There are two ways. Oh, let me write project. There are two ways. First, you can just write system. Okay, one more time, system dot get property. Here I'm going to write get property. And inside a system dot get property, I can just write user directory, user dot dir. You can pass, and this will fetch the path. Okay, so let's see what I can do. Before this, I will, add one more path, that is my system class, system dot get property. And here I'm going to add what? User dot directory. So guys, this project is available inside a user directory. So now you can set up directly this path. Okay. So what is this statement again? I'm passing key, and this is after comma, whatever I have written, this is for my driver path, because now my driver is available inside a project. So you can just see, if you run the code, are you able to see the application one more time? I mean browser one more time. See, successfully launched. So there is no problem at all. Correct? This is a one more way. But there is a one more way. Okay? Same technique, but one more way. Instead of writing again that system.user directory, what you can do, you can just write a simple syntax over there to fetch the complete path of the project. See, I can show you here the second technique. Just follow dot operator and single forward slash. This will also capture complete path of your project. So guys, if I come back to the code, see this statement. Instead of writing this part, no, I will add in the double quote. I will just add dot operator and single forward slash. See this time what will happen. If you right click and if you run, again you guys are able to open that browser successfully. So follow the step, and yes, you guys are able to launch your browser. So either of these three ways, you can follow any of the way and you can just launch the browser. But now what is my next part? I just want to show you how we can open an application and how we can test the title. Okay. So to open application, consider I'm going to open here Google application. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I will be just writing, okay, fine, driver dot, there are various methods. Just observe. If you write driver dot, various method you can see, and this method we are going to learn in a deep in upcoming sessions. Okay. So just for now, to open application, there is a beautiful method available, get method. Use this get method where you can pass URL address, pass a URL in proper format. First is a protocol, domain, everything you have to write properly. So let me write www google.com. Okay. And now see what happens. This command will help you to open application inside the same browser. Okay. So just observe, if I run the code, what will happen? If I run the code, this will open the browser along with same application, Google application. And this is what, how you can simple write a script to open application using Selenium WebDriver. Now suppose I want to capture title. Okay. So guys, there is a one more method available, that is get title method. So if you just write driver, just write get, and see this get title method, which will return you title of the page or current page title, okay, as a string. So I'm going to use the same method. I will just define here string because this is my title. Okay. If you want, you can write this is an actual title. Yes, because at the time of recording script, you will get actual result from the script. But guys, here I can do what? I can print the title. Okay, let's see. Application. One more time I'm writing application title is, and then I'm here just printing that title. So my variable name is, now I have written actual title. Okay, so just let me write a proper name, ACT title. And this time if you run one more time, see the result. One more time I'm getting a browser, I'm getting application, and inside a console, you are able to see that result. That is Google. But every test case is incomplete if you don't follow any validation. So let me do just validation quickly. See, what is validation? Obviously, I have captured a title now. I can compare this title. It is really matching with a Google actual title, right? So what we can do, I'm just going to validate my expected title, which is matching with this actual title. So guys, string, so we can follow string methods, right? To matching the two different string, equality between two different string, we can have equals method as well as equals ignore case method. This time I just want to go for exact matching. So I will be writing a code. If what? ACT title, let me write dot equals. So what I'm expecting this time, application title must be Google. Okay. So I'm just comparing here. Actual title, it is equal to with this expected title. If the title is match, what will happen? Definitely, you guys are able to see the result now. So I should get the result title match. And I will say test pass. Very simple. Okay. Suppose if my title does not match, in that case, obviously I can write else part. And here I should get the result title not match. And then I will say test fail. So it's up to you how you can, format it. But yes, in this way, you can simple prepare a code, simple automate your application and, run that particular script. So say this, how you can perform validation. One more time, I'm executing my script and let me check with that, like whatever I'm expecting is the same title available. If you notice here, the title you can see. Actual title is Google only. So obviously this time I should get a result. It should pass. And see the beauty. I'm getting a result. Title is Google and yes, title match and I'm getting the result test pass. This is how we can prepare first test case in Selenium WebDriver. And this is I have just covered with a Chrome. In the next sessions, I will be showing you the rest of the browser and then we will understand the beautiful concepts or the multiple method and the technique that we can follow in Selenium WebDriver. So that's all for the day and stay tuned everybody and stay safe. Thank you for watching my video and please to subscribe if you are new. Thank you so much.